2 weeks after I was just at that tavern site, the 1797 tavern site. Today's the first day of spring, March 20th. It's very sunny, snow's melted, fields don't look too muddy. It's my first time out here to this location. It's a lot windier than they predicted, of course, and my windproof microphone is still in the repair stage. I sent it off to the manufacturer, so I'll see how it goes with the wind, but it's typical dealing with that wind issue. But I'm going to show you some maps here that my research led me to seek permission for this place, and I'll show you what's going on here. I'll be right back with the maps. Hang on. So I'm parked right here. To my left is the old schoolhouse that still stands. That's what you saw in the intro, the red house. This is the 1859 County Atlas. Here is a house right at the corner, P. Riley. And to the south is an F. Newton, I believe? E. Newton. I think the house that I want to be looking for relics from is this one, because it's very close to the intersection. I believe this house still stands, and that's a little further down the road. So, in the 1874 Atlas, you see the school. That house is gone, and the house that Newton was in is now occupied by William H. Harrington. So there's where I'm hoping to be remnants of the old house. Then we go to the 1904 map. There's the school, no house, and now P.T. Sexton lives in the Newton Harrington house in 1904. So I'm pretty confident that right there was a house that is no longer standing, owned by a P. Riley in 1859. When that was built, I might be able to find out some research later on that, but it's at least that old. So I'm heading out to the field, and I'm going to start looking for some iron patches. First good signal, I'll turn this on and we'll see what comes up. So there's the schoolhouse. Okay, wind's going to be an issue today, so I apologize for that. I'll do the best I can. So I'm up on this hill here, and I'm thinking right up here on this mountain is where it might have been high ground. So I'm going to start looking around here, see if I see any pottery or any kind of things like that on the ground, and start swinging. Okay, I'll be back. Just got my first signal, solid 56, and it's a little piece of lead. It might be a bale seal. But it's old, so keep on going. Well, that wind completely obliterated my vocals for this scene here, but I'm just pointing out that I'm seeing glass, pieces of broken china all over the place, and I'm hitting a big patch of iron, so that proves this is the old home site. That's a pretty solid sounding 7980, so I'm going to give this a shot. I'll be back with a dig. Hang on. I was just trying to kick away some weeds so I could get a better swing on it to pinpoint it, and I kicked out this coin. Look at that. Let's see what this is. Huh. It's odd looking. I think it might be a token. Feels light. Got some weird symbol on it. Let me get this cleaned up. Well, it says Army and Navy. And it looks like it's made out of copper. It's got a symbol there, but I'm not going to do too much cleaning up in the field because I don't want to ruin this thing, so I'll show you at the end of the video when I do some research on what this is, but I'm going to guess this is mid-1800s, and I think it's a token. So pretty cool find for my first half hour out here on my brand new permission. Okay, I'll see you on the next hole, man. Check that out. It's an old brick and a hunk of green glass. So that's definitely part of the old home. So that's very cool to find stuff like that. Just more confirmation I'm at an old home site. Mid-1850s or earlier. I've got a really solid 86 here. Clean, loud, consistent. Sounds like it's close to the surface, so let's check this out. Okay, let's give this a dig. Hang on. Okay, I'm going to try pinpointing this first before digging because I think it's close to the surface. I'm getting a buzz right there. Oh, look at that. Look at that, man. I think I got a copper. I want to check this out, man. Look at that. There we go. The numbers and tones don't lie. Look at that, man. The first copper of this field. Right where I knew the home site would be. Thank you, Atlas of 1859. Let me clean this up. Well, we got a 1 cent. See the back there? The front looks pretty slick, pretty corroded. I might get something off of that when I get home, but I'm not going to do any more out here. So, definitely pre-1858, or 1858 or earlier. That's the last year they made large cents. So, okay, moving on. All right, got a solid 76 here. It's only 10 feet, maybe less from where I found a large cent. It's only 30 seconds later. Solid 76 near the surface. So let me get the pinpointer out and just kind of scrape around here. Flat button. Nice. Bent shank. First button, I love it. Love my buttons. Alright, getting into it now. Okay. Back to swinging. Solid 77, 78. It was underneath that rock you see right there. So I haven't dug anything down. It was just under the rock. So I'm going to give a quick pinpoint here. I don't think it's that far down. Let's see. All right, here's what it was. Hunk of metal. Actually, it's cool. It's a harmonica reed. Alright, someone's up on their porch playing harmonica in 1859. That's cool. Alright. Got a crisp, solid 68. And that's usually a zinc penny, or could be a button. I'm guessing maybe a button. So let me set this down, and it sounds pretty close to the surface, so hang on. Let me shut this off and I'll get my pin. Alright, got the pin pointer out. Oh, I don't even think I even need to. See, right there it's on the surface. Look at that. There's a button right there. I can see already in the sun, so that's gold gilt on it. Now that's a button. Look at that. It's got some design on it. Some gold gilt. Two-piece button. Two-piece button, hollow with a nice design on it. I'll carefully clean that when I get home and show some of that gold. Alright, button number 2. Right on. Okay, just to show how this hobby works, or this, sort of science of this metal detecting. There's a solid 66, very crisp, sounds fairly close to the surface. This is just 30 seconds after the button I just found. Now, you'd think it would be another button, but I just want to show a live dig here. So, if it's a button, cool. If it's not, I'm going to show the realities of this activity and show you what you run into anytime you go out. Is a very interesting thing. So let's take a look at this and see what kind of relic or piece of junk this is. So hang on, let me get my pinpoint. Okay, so I'm getting a buzz right here by this rock. Let's get down there. Piece of aluminum can, who knows? Let's see. Oh, what do we got here? Yeah, look at that. Piece of junk metal. Just some piece of scrap brass, I guess. I don't know. Corroded. But, pretty much the same numbers as a button. So you gotta, I say dig it all, man, but I don't always. Come on. That's impossible to spend 10 hours a day just digging nails and stuff. But, good signals like this, you gotta go for it. So, anyways, that's what that's all about. Well, the last 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I've been getting a lot of junk, fairly good signals, but, I'm getting some melted balls of lead and, some scraps of metal. This one was pretty clean, a little low on the numbers, like a 50, that's borderline foil and junk, but I got this tiny little cuff button, actually, and it's got a really cool design on it. Yeah, it pays to dig most of it, man. Now that's a solid 76. Now when I first ran over this thing, it was jumpy, scratchy, loud, something typical I would think would be like aluminum can close to the surface, like I've been digging a lot today. But once I got some of this dirt off, I buzzed over it again, and it was a solid 76. Before it was like 73 to 80, scratchy, kind of cracking. But now it's so solid. I'm going to give it a go with the pinpointer here. Alright, something right there. Let's see. Look at that. Indian head penny. this signal here was incredibly scratchy at the beginning. Just a lot of nails and, aluminum cans the last half hour or so. But, I was digging stuff, and, I figured this one sounded pretty close to the surface. It was in amongst a bunch of nails and stuff, but when I scraped out the dirt there off the top, a couple, 3-4 inches, this little bug rolled out here. See that? So, another little cuff button. So, I think that's button number 4 today, so that's pretty cool. Still getting the relics out of here, so I'm going to keep going. See you in the next one. Okay, here we got a very crisp, clean, loud 82. Sounds close to the surface. Something that good. I don't know. Sometimes and sometimes I kind of get skeptical on this one. It just seems too good to be true. So, seems close enough to the surface. So let me pull out my pinpointer and see what we got. All that time, it was what I thought was a green rock. But this is some piece of junk metal. Very heavy. Oh well. It was right in front of my nose. Well, it's getting towards the end of the day for me. I mean, there's a lot of light left, but I'm getting tired and sore. But I got a signal here. Pretty solid 68. Nice and clean, so it doesn't sound too late. Let me pick